week, or not last week, last rundown. And we do multiple rundowns a day. I know. It's not a secret. I was so excited to do this that I forgot to do the secret rundown song on the last rundown. That's how major. I'm forgetting the script. And in order to make the special announcement today, we have a very special guest. Should I reveal who it is? I'm going to save it. I'm going to wait a second. You got to wait. We have an extra special guest. It's a he. No, actually, it says in the banner. Okay, never mind. Jim B. Jim B will be here later. I'm here. I'm trying to have secrets, and it's like big, bold letters advertised. I'm not. I try to keep secrets. But welcome to it. This is the Rundown, your weekly app update announcement show. My name's Chris. This is a show that happens every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you find out all the things that are happening, changing, and trending, and going on in the live community, including, but not limited to, new contests, contest results, show announcements for the new shows, top badge announcements from time to time, and today, especially, new information and new announcements. This is the place to be, and you can catch it every Friday at 3. So before we get into the super hype, which I know we've been teasing, we got some normal things to go over. So the first thing is, how do you apply for a top badge? What are those minimum requirements? Well, the first thing is to remember that you have to have that searchable name. That means that this thing up here, your display name, that it's written with standard keyboard characters. So you're not taking italicized font, copying and pasting in font, using pirate letters or squigglies or italicized or the little font with the big font. Please don't do that. I know you want to stand out, maybe put your name in block letters. And you're like, yeah, it makes me stand out, it looks different. That comes with the opportunity cost of being discoverable potentially on our side of things, in the back end. You may say, Chris, I searched my name in the thing. It searched, it came right up. It works differently on the back end. So I say it every week. Please, please, please use standard keyboard font. Next deal, 5 million diamonds. Notice up here that we have over 16.7 million diamonds. You're looking to achieve at least 5 million diamonds, and that is a lifetime total. That's the balance that you see up here. Once that has hit 5 million, you are good to go. 5,000 favorites, which is noted next to the star icon right there. We have a little over 18,500. You're looking to achieve 5,000. So anytime someone hits that follow or favorite button, you're good to go. Earning at a rate of 250,000 diamonds per week. Now, why is this in place? Why do you need to earn 250,000 diamonds in order to get a top badge? Well, because as a top badge, you are a top performer. So in order to stay a top badge, you have to stay a top performer. Make sense? They work hand in hand. So by earning at a rate of 250,000 diamonds per week before you apply, what happens there is you set yourself up for success. Now you're in a position of strength so that when you get that badge, you're not at risk of losing it. You got to stream at least 10 hours a week. For many of you, you're like, I already did that today. I woke up, did it, it's out of the way. But if you want to have some other things going on with your day, you can divide it up. You can do 30 minutes one day, an hour the next. However you dice it, as long as you get the 10 hours per week, you're good to go. Engaging and appropriate content. This means that you've read the terms of service, the code of content policy, that little thing that pops up before you hit go live. It asks you, have you read this? If you've just always agreed to it, who knows? If you've seen Netflix recently, some crazy things can happen. But there's a Black Mirror episode. But as far as this goes, this is just to keep things on the up and up for you. This is so that you can stream safely and we can keep live fun and safe for everyone. So please give that a read. Terms of service, code of content. It's there before you go live. Once you have met these minimum requirements, you are good. You can apply. But once you have applied, you do not need to keep reapplying. It does not increase your chances. It does not make it more likely that you'll get your badge. What happens is once you apply, you are put in a system. Every account has a unique identification code attached to it, and that identification code is put in a system, in a process, and that is tracked and followed. So we can see how you're doing both prior and in the future. There's a little inside information for you. So please, once you've applied, you are good to go. As always, those are just the minimums. Enjoy your journey. It can be a fun one. New show alert. This is not the only content you can look forward to. And while this does happen every Friday at 3 p.m., we do have a few new shows to talk about. We have Do You Know with Smurfy. And this is every Monday at 4 p.m. What can you say without saying it? Smurfy is challenging you to a game of guessing. Contestants get clues to a secret word. The clock is ticking, and the audience needs to know, what do you know? And you got to figure that out every Monday at 4 p.m. Food for Thought with Nurse Joy every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Part of a well-balanced broadcast. They say you are what you eat, but does that change how you think? Nurse Joy prepares a full plate of food-based trivia questions. Before you give an answer, have some food for thought. And you can check that out every Tuesday at 4 p.m. with Nurse Joy. Our last new show to talk about, I'm Sold with Yes Jess. This is every Saturday at 5 p.m. Sell me this pen. It's not about what you say, but how you say it. Contestants have one objective. Make the best case as to why their item is the best buy. Who will have you saying, I'm sold? You can find out if you're sold every Saturday at 5 p.m. with Yes Jess. What fun content. That's really fun stuff. I'm not biased whatsoever. Tip of the week this week. Stay for the special announcement. That's it. That's true. We do have a special announcement today featured by the one and only Jim B. It is an extremely rare occasion when Jim makes an appearance. I can probably count on one hand the number of times that Jim has made an appearance. So you got to stick around. That is it. That's your tip of the week. Stay for the special announcement. Rumor bust. I tried to schedule a haircut before the announcements so that I could feel pretty. That is true. That is actually a true rumor. She was booked until Saturday. So next week, I got you, but not this week. Now, another rumor bust. The announcement involves top badges and VIPs. What do you think? Is that rumor true? There is some truth to that rumor. There is. So the special announcement does involve aspirants of who want a VIP badge and people who are VIPs as well as top badges. So a little bit to consider there. All right. Diamond contests. Every week we hold a contest, and this week was no different. We had the fantastic fireworks going on this weekend. It's going on the 30th, the 1st, and the 2nd. Can you believe it's already July? That's 3 days of contests. Each day is paying out 480,000 diamonds to first place. So that's 3 days of winners, 60 winners each day. That's a lot of winning. And if you're in the top 10 of any of those days, we'll talk about it next week. Much like the winners of last week's contest. But before we talk about those, if you want to help some of your favorites place in the contest, or you just feel like being generous, you can drop some fireworks on them. Not literally, though. That's not safe. Give them some fireworks, the Surfing Eagle, and the Vogue gift. Very cool gift. The Surfing Eagle happens to be my favorite. Last week, we had the Summer Sunrise Weekend contest. It paid out to the top 50. 1.4 million diamonds was awarded to first place. That was one long weekend contest. We had an exclusive VIP contest. That was the Solstice VIP party. Fun fact, if you don't know, one of the perks and benefits of being a VIP is that you get access not only to exclusive gifts, but to exclusive contests. These are contests that only VIPs can place in. And we're going to talk about that in just a sec here. But first, let's go over the top 10 winners of the Summer Sunrise Contest. In 10th place, we have Bay. 9th place, Ton Moy. 8th place, Waldo. 7th place, In. 6th place, Miller. 5th place, Jay. 4th place, Marty Party. Your top 3 for the Summer Sunrise. In 3rd place with 4,755,000 diamonds, Pia Sin. Congratulations, Pia Sin. In 2nd place with 5,658,000 diamonds, Pachanga. Congratulations, Changa. And 1st place with a giant 6,012,000 diamonds, Jenny, the queen of contests. She's the queen of dragons, but this week she's the queen of contests because she took down the Summer Sunrise. Congratulations to you, Jenny. Whew, that's a big one. And before we go anywhere, before we talk about the next contest, let's take a break here just for a second to remember that this is the rundown. We do announcements on here, and sometimes people come on here asking for things or wanting to know certain things. And I can say that the world does offer many things. And from time to time, we ask something of it. Some would ask for $1 billion. Others would ask to find love. Some want a haircut. But for me, right now, give me Rennie to the box because you are this week's first top badge announcement. Give me Rennie because she is your newest top badge. Congratulations to you, Rennie. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Chris. Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much.
We're very excited for you to be here. Are you excited?
I am very excited. I'm so ecstatic. I'm so blessed. Y'all are so amazing.
Excellent. Let's talk about it a little bit because I see how elated, how happy you are. This means a lot in a lot of ways, much to many different people. But for you, what does it mean to you?
For me, this just means that I can go and just show even more what amazing things this app can do for you. Be able to be the safe place for even more people. Just share my joy, share my love with everybody, and just have a good time on here. But one thing about it is my life is a very safe place for people, and I love that, and I'm able to open it up even more now.
Sure. What can we explore that a little bit? What do you mean by that's a safe place? Do you feel like live is somewhere it can be an escape where you get to be a different version of yourself or celebrate differently? Tell us a little more about that.
Just more, I would like to say, because there's a lot of people on here that deal with all sorts of different things, right? And I'm very into mental health awareness, being able to just be yourself and not have to worry about going into a live and somebody being mean to you, somebody talking mean to you, things like that. Because it's all over the app, right? And I like people just to be able to be themselves and not have to feel like they have to be somebody else. Like a lot happens on here. Sorry, I'm very nervous.
No, you're doing a great job. You have nothing to be nervous about either because you did the hard part. You did the stream and you made it here. I'm a big proponent of you're the company that you keep. And so if you're saying that the people and the energy that you surround yourself with in your stream is that, and I think that that's a great community to foster. And talking about community, do you want to say thank you to anyone specifically, not specifically, to help?
I do. So many people. And I apologize if I forget anybody. But first off, Cat Girl, she's been like my campaign manager throughout this whole thing. She is so amazing. Vinny, Top Badge Vinny's World, Top Badge Best Friend, Near, Bambina, Day, Jenda, Mama Wolf, AZ. There's just so many. And I'm sorry if I forget you guys. Kitchen, just everybody that comes into my stream every day. I've got a couple amazing trolls I want to shout out to that just come in, and I say they're trolls just because they just come in and say the most random things, right? And keep my chat going and just make me laugh. And just everybody that's come in throughout the years. I've been on here for 3 years. I really started going for this about 6 months ago. And I just appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all are so amazing. Absolutely amazing. And World Star, let's go, you guys.
We're very excited that you've made this achievement. If you've not, make sure that you hit the favorite button on Rennie. She's your newest top badge. I'll have you have the last word here. Anything you'd like to say before you go?
No, just I love y'all, and feel free to come in whenever you want. I stream more during the day on the weekdays and weekends kind of at night normally. And yeah, I'm just super stoked. I will be on later on today, and yeah, thank you very much.
Well, we'll see you then. Make sure you're hitting the favorite button on Rennie. She's there in the box. She's your newest top badge. Congratulations. We're very excited for you.
Thank you, Chris. Have a good one, guys.
Cheers. That is Rennie. She's your newest top badge, and this is the Rundown, your weekly app update announcement show. We've already gone over your tip of the week and rumor bust. We've talked about some new shows. If you stay tuned, you need to, because we have a very special announcement, breaking news by none other than the Jim B. But before we go any further with that, we were talking about contests just a second ago, and we have another contest to talk about. That was the VIP exclusive contest. And here are your top 10 winners from that event. In 10th place, we have KK. 9th place, David Best. 8th place, Daddy King. He's the king of New Balances. 7th place, Miss Tawny. 6th place, Clementine. 5th place, DDG. 4th place, Jay. your top 3 for the VIP exclusive contest. In third place with 2,480,000 diamonds, Pia Sin, congratulations. In second place with 3,181,000 diamonds, Ton Moy, congratulations to you. And in first place with 3,742,000 diamonds, taking down the VIP exclusive contest, Marty Party. Congratulations to you, Marty Party, on taking first place in the VIP exclusive contest. And congratulations to Jenny, Queen of Dragons, for winning her respective contest. Streamer of the week this week, we got to give a major shout out to Timeless. Big celebration there. If you want to celebrate with Timeless, make sure you visit the official Instagram page. There you can see many updates and information, things that are going on, including but not limited to things like Stream of the Week. Give her a shout out. And while you're there, make sure you check out Plenty of Fish, Zeusk, Chispa, Do, Scout, Meet Me. Each platform posts its own unique content. You don't want to miss any of it. And before we go any further, I'd like to take a little time to celebrate the individuality of some of the people in the community. Because in a world of replicas and imitation, there's something to be said about the presence of an original and what it can give off. Really, there's no way other to put it other than having OG vibes. OG vibes, request the box. You are this week's second top badge announcement. Congratulations to you. OG vibes coming to the box in the building. Hello, sir.
Let's go. Hello.
Hello.
This is amazing, Chris. This is
you have done
blown away
things
right now. Like, is this real life? Is this real?
You've done some amazing things. You said this is amazing now. It's because you've done that and you've made it here. Let's talk a little bit about your journey and what it's looked like. What does streaming mean to you, and why did you stay so consistent?
Honestly, streaming means everything to me because I love to do it. Like, I wouldn't be here if I didn't love to do it, to be honest with you. And it's been a long road. It's been a long and hard road for sure.
Wow.
And, I couldn't have done it without everybody. But streaming is just, I love the community part of it. I like being competitive. I like keeping it real, bringing people together,
Sure.
breaking molds, breaking boundaries,
Definitely.
Love it.
Let's focus on some of that more. So you said you like the community, you like to be competitive. Do those intertwine for you? How does that work?
Absolutely, Chris. Like, especially when you're in the when you compete in the competitions, I love to compete as much as I can, but it brings the community together, like, even closer, because you'll do even better.
Yeah.
So anything, any events or shows or anything that always brings the community together, and I love it.
Excellent. Yes. When you can get involved like that, keep it friendly but competitive. That's a nice match. Community also is broken up into people. People make a community. What have been some of your experiences regarding that? Have you made friends along the way?
Oh, I feel like I've made so many friends on here, especially internationally. That's been one of the coolest parts, I think, is meeting people from different cultures. Is one of the things I love the most.
Yeah.
Honestly. I don't see a lot of people from my state over here. It's a very small state, so I don't see a lot of people from my state.
Well, there's streaming here for you. That's one of the options.
Meeting people with talent and just meeting all different kinds of people is what really, that's the ultimate thing about this. It takes you out of your regular stuff, and it opens your mind up to what else is out there. That's what streaming does. Especially since the pandemic happened, it's made streaming platforms even stronger. The reason I'm here is because it's the best one. Bottom line. Do you want to say
thank you to anyone specifically? Any shout outs, any thank yous that you have prepared?
Yeah, I have a little bit of a list that I'm gonna have to say really fast. And if I forgot anybody, I'm sorry. I was thinking about not mentioning a bunch of people, but I just have to. I cannot. So
all right, let's go. What you got?
Okay, we got my number one all time. I'll bring the beers. And right underneath her that pushed me so much is Top Badge Kitty Commander. Hello. We got Jesse Keys, CO Native Bobby, Scottish King, Single Sassy, Empress, B-Rad, Baby Rainbow, Fawny, Krista, Bree, Ruby Shoes, Allison, Hollywood, Sonia, Galaxy, Carlos, Taliana Babe, Sub-Zero, Luca, Top Badge Good Listener, Top Badge Mej, Prinny, OG Lucky, OG Krabby, Yoni, Ciroc, Hope, KK, Lolita, Sassy, Crispy, Matt the Hat, Grim Reefer, Chipotle, Miss Megs, Jen, Hockey Fan, Top Ass Dreamcatcher, Icy, Leah Loads, Dak Queen Killer, Midtown, Cutie Pie, Serotonin, and I could go on, but I'm gonna leave you guys with all that. If I've got anybody, I'm sorry. Don't think I don't care about you because I love you all. I wouldn't be here without everybody.
Well, the way honestly, to get around that is they need to favorite you. They need to favorite
they need
you.
to hit that fave and come by. Hello.
And visit the stream. Perfect. Well, OG Vibes, thank you so much for being here. We want to congratulate
you. Thank you so much, Chris. This has been a long time coming. I really appreciate it. I didn't know. I didn't know this was gonna come, but it came, and we here.
Good. All right, my friend. Well, thank you so much for being here. If you've not hit the favorite button on your new top badge, OG Vibes in the building.
Let's go. Thank you so much, everybody.
There you go. That was OG Vibes here on the Rundown, your weekly app update and announcement show. Again, where we go over all things that are happening, changing, and trending in the live community. All right. The hype has been building. The hype has definitely been building. I cannot express how excited I am for this moment right now. Now, Jim B, if you would be so kind to request the box. Before Jim hops in here, we put out some questions asking, what do you think it is? We had a lot of great responses. One of them, I'm being replaced. That's not true. I was hurt. I took that personally. But no, there's only one man here who can make this announcement. One person for the job. He goes by Jim B. Hello, Jim.
Yes, great to see you. How you doing?
I'm fantastic. Anytime you're here, it's a big deal. So
always good to see you. You give the best introductions. Thank you, my friend. Yeah. Hey, before we start, by the way, let me say congrats to Rennie and OG Vibes. You know, I guys sometimes stream a lot, sometimes little. I haven't been on a whole lot lately. It's so cool to see these shows and to see how many people are in here. We're up to like 1,400 already. We do got some good announcements. Maybe that brought a few extras, but you know, to hear your stories, their stories about how you thank people and how this is a community and the friends you've made. That's really what I'm here to talk about a little bit. But congrats to you two and to everybody. This is the best community out there, and it's such a good time when I get in and get to interact with people. So thanks for having me on.
It's true. Yeah, we're excited to have you here. You always bring good news, so we're definitely.
I try. That's my job, right? That's my job.
All right. So what are we looking at today, Jim? What are we looking to talk about?
Well, Chris, you know, a month ago or so, we had some bad news, right? We have traditionally had our big event as a part of Playlist, which isn't our event, so we kind of piggyback along them, and it's great. Playlist canceled this year, so that meant our event was kind of simultaneous, but by default had to get canceled. Mm-hmm. But I think you just mentioned it. We heard from the community, and we even knew it ourselves, and I'll talk about a little bit of what that means to me. Getting together in person is such, I think, a cool part of this community and this whole app. And the people that have done it already know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. You know, the other thing, too, is at Playlist, we were surrounded by a lot of other people that had nothing to do with us. Many of them were like teenagers and 12-year-olds, you know what I mean? So it was like you had to deal with a lot of events that really had nothing to do with. We always thought about doing something where it's all about the live community. It's all about our users. Everything all day long is just for us. And I am so thrilled to announce that the live community will be hosting our own event this year. Live Fest 2023 is coming up, and I can't wait to see, look at that gift. I can't wait to see everybody there again, because to me, again, these are the best things we do on live. And we're thrilled to do this, despite the short time we've had when Playlist canceled. We're still putting something together.
So just to reiterate real quick, this isn't Live Fest 2025, 2024. It's happening this year.
It's happening this year. I'm going to get to the details in a minute. And it's like you said, though, 2024, 25. We think now this will be the beginning of our own events all the time. Because like we said, you go to Playlist, and it's great. Our events are fabulous. But during the day, there's a lot of things that don't relate to us. Now we're going to be able to have control the whole weekend. We can put together a lot of new programming, which you'll certainly be very, very much a part of. So everything that we're going to do at this event now, and it will be this year, right, will be relevant to everyone. So, you know, really happy to make this announcement, and so excited for this one to come about.
For sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know you said before you get into the details, there's some things you want to say. There is a bit of hype around the attendance and people coming to this event. So what are your thoughts around that?
Well, that's a great point. You know, first, after every Playlist every year, the one thing I always hear is, boy, I can't wait to go to the next one. This is the year to come. So get your friends and your VIPs and plan together and come together. Because again, because you can be at the event together and we're going to be all weekend, we'll talk about the best places to stay. Let me jump into some of the details though, so I can do that, Chris.
Let's do it.
In the dates, so put this in your calendar, is November 3rd through the 5th. A little bit later than Playlist, need a little more time to plan it, but we have a great venue that we found November 3rd to the 5th.
Mm.
And we found an amazing resort where we can essentially take it all over. The majority of this whole resort is going to be just our users, if not the whole thing, depending on how many we book. Mm-hmm. We've got similar programming. There's a Friday night kickoff party, so you want to get there Friday afternoon. Saturdays will be very different, though, because we can control it. We're going to do a lot of live shows and events that we'll be able to program together at the hotel, the place, so everybody can be a part of them. And then Saturday, we're bringing back the very popular Whiteout Party. Although if you guys met Ryan and you were there last year, you know that some of the activations we did at that party were crazy.
Insane.
This year, I've already seen little teases of what she's got planned. It's going to be so much better than last year, including the entertainment, which, again, we get to control and book and everything. So it's really going to be really cool. Yeah. I just saw, where's it located? That's a great question. So we spent a lot of time looking at different cities and what's the best place to have it. We looked at where's the most flights, easiest to get to. We're having this event in Scottsdale, Arizona, which is right outside of Phoenix, essentially. Yeah. We found a really cool resort. It's 15 minutes from the airport. We chose Scottsdale because there's tons of flights that go there. It's a major Southwest Airlines hub, so everybody can look now and try to find some good flights to get in there. And then again, you don't have far to go once you get to the airport anyway. And we found a resort that fits perfect. And they always have good weather in November, so we're not going to get rain, or we're going to have good temperature. So it's in Scottsdale. It's a super place. I can tell you it's beautiful. The resort has like 4 swimming pools and a couple different restaurants, and it's got everything you're going to need to just be there. Right, bring your golf clubs, whatever you want to do. That is the one thing I want to say that is the most important thing about this year is a lot of times people might come, went to Playlist and got Airbnbs. Stay at the resort this time, guys, because there's going to be so many things going on. It is an amazing facility. So even if you don't want to come to the programming or whatever, you can still go sit by the pools. But all day long, there's going to be lots of things happening. So the best thing you can do this year, get a couple friends, book a room together. We negotiated a pretty good price. So if you split it a couple ways, it really is not that bad. But we would love to see everybody at the event. So for the whole weekend, you just don't miss things.
So full stop on this. It's going November 3rd to 5th. People need to plan this. They got to book it out. We picked Scottsdale, Arizona, because according to our data, we saw that it was a good proximity for people to travel to. It's near. It just made the most sense, get the most attendance. And we are going to roll out details in the future. What should people look forward to or expect who want to attend? Who can attend? How can they look forward to it?
That's a great question. So registration, and there will be registration. There will be a series of invitations that will go out. They will start going out over the next week or so. You're going to see some banners. We'll have a website up with all the details. The first round of invitations will go to boss badges, top badges, black VIPs, for example, and they'll keep working their way around. Again, like last year, we do think it will sell out. So it's important that you register. When you get that email, click the link, buy your ticket, register so that we know you're coming. Love to see everybody who wants to come can come. But again, we are limited. It's for the whole community. So those will start hitting this week or next week or so in the following weeks. Book it as soon as you get that invite. But that's how the invites will go out, Chris. And you can update that on the rundown, how it's going and when the next invites are coming. But it'll be a series of invitations over a number of weeks.
That's something that I emphasized in the last rundown, is just to put it into perspective here, is that we did survey to see, people would be interested to come to an event. And the event, the response was overwhelming. And so this is a strong possibility that it can sell out. So when you get that invitation, please RSVP if you intend to come.
Yeah, totally.
Cool. All right, so we know that we have a kickoff party. We're doing a live version of the rundown. There's events happening on Saturday. There's multiple pools. There may be a couple adult seltzers at some point. Maybe. There's Saturday night party, the whiteout party. There's everything that people loved about Playlist is being built upon specifically for this community.
Yes. And yes, Chris, you're right. You've summed everything up perfectly, guys. And again, there'll be a lot of other ways to hear that. But let me just add a little personal touch to what I think about the events and how I view this and why it was so important we did this. I've been in this community now for almost 5 years. So have you, Chris, which is just in itself crazy to think that we've been doing this for 5 years. I can honestly say that when I leave these events, and this is any event we've ever done, kind of the connections, the relationships that I had. I've made many, many great friends on here. You never feel as good as you do after you meet in person, see that person, give them a hug, shake their hand, have a drink, whatever it is, than you do after these events. And I'll give a couple quick examples. You know, last year I'm waiting in line to check in. I'm tired from my flight. And Waldo walks over and gives me a shot. And it's just, you know, you can't have that moment in a stream, right? Not that it's not about drinking. It's just, I don't even think I took the shot, frankly. You can't have that moment in a stream. Riot, if you remember, Riot joined right when COVID was starting. And Riot's really the OG POF, you know, from the beginning. We talked about meeting, but because of COVID, it took us years to ever do that. Probably the best hello I had from Riot last year, who I've just been waiting 3 years to meet, and we've had such a good time getting to over the years. You were there, Chris, for this. We were leaving dinner, you, me, and Tom. We got a text that Idol was hosting an event, and we went and saw all these people who got together on their own. The beauty about this year is we're going to incorporate that right into the event, and we don't have to travel to do that. That's going to be a part of what we're doing. Lots of different opportunities. UK community, guys, everybody's invited to this. If you get the invitation and they'll come out in a series, you all can come. So that's the personal. Bart, you know, Bart and I mentioned Bart in my toast, and we had a personal moment after. Those are the things that I'm always going to remember and I think are so special about this.
Yeah. The FOMO's real on this one. Jim, any other details you want to add? I think those personal anecdotes are especially important because it does make so real what these events are actually about. So are there any other things that people should know while we have you here?
I think you've hit the highlights. November 3rd to 5th, Scottsdale, Phoenix, Arizona, basically fly into. Stay at the resort, and you're going to get to see lots of beautiful pictures about what the resort's about. There's going to be a lot of information